After splitting up in July 2023, have Kyle Richards and Mauricio Umansky, stars of RHOBH, rekindled their romance? Since then, the two have lived separately and pursued their own interests. But have they reignited the fire, as Teddy Mellencamp, a former cast member, had predicted? For further information, continue reading. Throughout their tenure on RHOBH, Kyle Richards and Mauricio Umansky never concealed their affection for one another. He was by her side constantly, and she referred to him as her love bean. It was a dangerous decision for him to leave the family real estate company and go it alone. Even though it resulted in a tense relationship with her sister Kathy Hilton and brother-in-law Rick, with whom Mauricio had collaborated, Kyle was incredibly supportive. Kyle didn't care about the consequences since she knew how important it was for Mauricio to seize this chance. Regretfully, they had to refute suspicions that Mauricio might have cheated on them. While Kyle continued to act, founded a boutique, and launched a clothing line, his career took off. While Mauricio continued to travel and socialize for his career, she had been sober and focused on leading a clean life by season 13. Additionally, Kyle had a strong relationship with country music artist Morgan Wade, which helped spread allegations about her infidelity. After that, Kyle and Mauricio parted ways, but have they reconciled? Despite pressure from her co-stars on RHOBH, she has not felt the urge to file for divorce. Bravo claims that the estranged pair is currently not jumping back into each other's arms. After their breakup, Kyle Richards was questioned about any developments between her and her ex. Her response was pretty clear. Since splitting from benefactor Nikita Khan, Mauricio Umansky had found love. They have been spotted having a blast while traveling. Kyle, however, insists that she hasn't been dating, but that is entirely her own fault. Everything about herself during the breakup, Kyle Richards has been concentrating on herself. Although it has been suggested to her, she will not use apps when she does decide to resume dating. Instead, she hopes to discover love through her friends, who are acquainted with these possible partners. Season 14 of RHOBH will feature an emotional appearance by Mauricio Umansky. The wait is almost over, but it is still unclear how they will interact. Tuesday, November 19, marks the start of the new season. Do you believe that at least one time Kyle and Mauricio had reignited their romance? Or is Kyle being truthful? For months, the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills power couple Kyle Richards and Mauricio Umansky seem to be on an unrelenting path toward separation. With Kyle's cryptic Instagram captions, Mauricio's solo appearances, and rising tension captured on Bravo cameras, fans had all but accepted the end of one of reality TV's most beloved marriages. But now, rumors are swirling with a surprising twist. Are Kyle and Mauricio romantic again? A string of recent sightings, cozy photos, and subtle social media hints have ignited speculation that the longtime couple may be giving their relationship another chance. And if whispers from close friends are true, this might not just be a temporary reunion for the cameras. From distance to dinner dates, it started quietly. After a very public emotional unraveling in the most recent RHOBH season, complete with Kyle's tearful therapy sessions and Mauricio's visible frustration, the couple seemed ready to call it quits. But then came the unexpected. Kyle and Mauricio were spotted having dinner together in Beverly Hills, alone. No kids, no cameras, no cast members, just the two of them seated at a corner table at Giorgio Baldi, holding hands across the candlelit table. One diner described the scene. They were laughing, smiling, like nothing had changed. It was like watching a first date, except they've been married for 25 years. A week later, the pair were seen leaving the same restaurant and getting into the same car. Mauricio even opened the door for her, an old-school move fans haven't seen in ages. Signs of a rekindled flame. Since that night, both Kyle and Mauricio have dropped subtle, but telling, hints that their connection may be warming up again. At a recent charity event, Kyle was asked by reporters if she and Mauricio were working on their relationship. She gave a coy smile and responded, "There's always love there. Always has been." Meanwhile, Mauricio, when asked by TMZ whether there was hope for the marriage, simply said, "Never say never. We're in a good place." Fans were quick to notice that Kyle also recently began wearing her wedding ring again in some photos, a piece of jewelry that had notably disappeared from her hand during the height of their marital struggles. And when Kyle posted a sweet photo of her and Mauricio on the 4th of July, arms around each other with Chloe the dog between them, Instagram exploded. Are they basky? Say it's not just for show. I need this reunion more than I need season 14. What about Morgan Wade? Of course, any discussion of Kyle's relationship status would be incomplete without mentioning Morgan Wade, the country singer at the center of the Kyle Richards relationship reboot whirlwind. The two sparked headlines with matching tattoos, flirty Instagram posts, and that viral music video where Kyle played Morgan's love interest. Their chemistry was undeniable, and for a while, it looked like Kyle was stepping into a new chapter altogether. So where does Morgan stand now? Sources close to Kyle say she and Morgan remain close friends, but that whatever romantic spark existed has cooled in recent months. Morgan helped Kyle feel seen and strong during a really confusing time, the insider said. But the more time Kyle spent away from Mauricio, the more she realized that maybe she wasn't quite done with that love story. There's no bad blood between them, but Kyle has reportedly told friends that she misses her family being whole. What about the girls? Kyle and Mauricio's daughters, Farah, Alexia, Sophia, and Portia, have always been deeply affected by their parents' ups and downs. And while the couple tried to keep the worst of their tension off camera for years, it became impossible during the latest Rhobh season. But insiders say the kids may be the biggest reason for a potential rekindling. They've been rooting for this the whole time, said one family friend. They just wanted their parents to talk, to try. According to sources, it was Portia's tearful birthday toast, where she said, "I miss us all laughing together," that struck a nerve for both Kyle and Mauricio. That was the turning point, a close source added. They looked at each other and realized the love never left, it just got lost. Camera's ready to roll, but is it real? Skeptics have questioned the timing of this alleged reconciliation, with season 14 of Rhobh set to begin filming in just weeks. It wouldn't be the first time a reality couple played up drama for ratings and then smoothed things over, one Bravo fan noted. But I want to believe it's real. Production sources say the show will address the state of Kyle and Mauricio's relationship in the upcoming season, but they're not forcing any narratives. Still, Bravo executives are reportedly thrilled at the possibility of documenting a real-time reconciliation. It's raw, it's romantic, it's real life, said one network insider. It's what fans want to see, marriages that bend, almost break, and maybe bounce back. What's next for Kyle and Mauricio? Whether this is a fresh start or simply a gentle goodbye wrapped in nostalgia, one thing is clear: Kyle Richards and Mauricio Umansky aren't done with each other, not yet. They've built a life, a family, and an empire together. And even after fame, fortune, and friction, something remains, something deep, complicated, and maybe, just maybe, rekindled. "We've been through a lot," Kyle reportedly told a friend recently. "But when I look at him, I still see home." Fans, buckle up. Whether it's a second honeymoon or one final chapter, Kyle and Mauricio are writing their love story in real time, and we're all watching, one moment at a time. Let us know in the comments below.